Very good, very good. Thank you all for sharing. So one of the reasons why we put on this event today is really just to provide a space for everyone to come and really think about how you can prioritize yourself moving forward with all the things that these beautiful ladies do, as well as myself, and how to go into 2025 incorporating more self-care and just taking that time for yourself. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a quick meditation. We're going to start with meditation and end with meditation. So with this meditation, I like to do different topics. So we're doing a ground yourself because it's important for us to be in the present moment today. So I'm going to read a quick reminder, and then we're going to go into the meditation. During the meditation, I just encourage everyone to just go ahead, close your eyes, just take a second. It's going to be maybe like 5 minutes, and then we'll go straight into the panel, okay? So those who are not grounded cannot grow. Release the desire to be anywhere other than where you are now. This is the soil in which life wants to nourish and flourish you. Plant yourself in the present and let life grow you. I am deeply grounded and planted in the soil of Mother Earth. I am nurtured, I am cared for, and I am loved. So if you can go ahead and you can close your eyes and we'll go into the meditation. Yeah.
Inhale, be here. Exhale, be now. Inhale, be here. Exhale, be now. Affirm yourself. I am grounding my energies in the present moment. I am grounding my energies in the present moment. I know that there is nowhere to be but here. As long as I am here, I am exactly where I need to be. I am grounding my mind in the now. As long as I am present, I am exactly where I need to be. I am grounding my spirit in the eternal now. All that exists is now. I will be here. I will be now. I am exactly where I need to be. I am not alone in my journey. I trust that I am divinely guided and protected. I feel secure in my body. I feel safe in my surroundings. The earth is my home. The earth is my body. I take care of the earth. I take care of my body. I am deeply grounded and planted in the soil of Mother Earth. I am nurtured. I am cared for. I am loved. The roots of my life connect me with all life. The whole world is my family. I am supported everywhere that I go. The whole universe is my tribe. I am supported in everything that I do. I trust my path. I trust my journey. I trust my soul. I have no fears. I release them. I have no doubts. I release them. I have no worries. I release them. I am completely here and at peace. I am completely now and at peace. I am completely present and at peace.
Very good, very good. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get started with our panel. And in this case, we're going to go ahead. We'll have a time where you all can definitely ask questions as well, but let's get to know these beautiful ladies here as well as myself. So I'm kind of hosting the panel and on the panel, so I'm going to answer and go with the flow as well. So first, we're going to start off with introductions. So ladies, I'll start here. Yes, very good. The owner of Serenity. So if you want to just tell everybody what it is that you do.
Well, I am a massage therapist. I have been a therapist for 24 years. I am the proud mother of 2 boys. I also have an organization for boys, Self-Care Day for the young male athletes, so I do things for them. I've been able to service celebrity clients, work with a lot of major corporations like Marathon, Rocket, Mortgage, HAP. So we do a lot of corporate massage events as well as individuals. Here, I'm doing massages, of course, and then get more into educating.
Well, I'm a licensed massage therapist. I've been a massage therapist for 10 years. I specialize in lymphatic massages, and I also do chair massages and corporate events as well. So just here, my business is called Escape Wellness Spa. So I'm right up under here, Serenity 824.
I'm Natasha Taylor. I'm a licensed physical therapist and a certified fitness trainer. I've been a physical therapist for 20 years and a trainer for 10 at least. What I've done is I've combined the 2 worlds. So I provide physical therapy. Here I'm more managing pain, the stretching aspect of it, the joints, the back, the headaches. So you might not need formal physical therapy, but stretching is an option. But then I also incorporate the strength piece, the exercise piece. I'm certified also in lifestyle medicine. Lifestyle medicine is a form of, it's a way of incorporating healthy lifestyle into traditional medicine, you would say. So I also incorporate that in when I educate and when I teach. So I don't do corporate events, but that might be coming soon.
As you all know, I am a licensed esthetician. I'm also a stylist. I started off as a makeup artist. I was doing makeup for about 10 years, and I decided to go back to school. My mentor encouraged me to go back to school to get my esthetician license. The best decision I could have ever made in my life. I love what I do. I love everything about the skin. Everybody that don't know, the skin is the largest organ of the body, and it's so important. and I love skin. So when I look at people's skin, I'm always looking to improve someone's skin. So I mean, I really do love skin, but I really do. I'm like obsessed with it. It's crazy. But I didn't realize this gift until later on. I do have healing hands, and it's just a blessing. When I started this business, God had given me a oil, and it was for pain. And this oil that I created, that God had given me the vision for, a lot of the massage therapists use the oil here. So I'm just very grateful to be a part of this team. I am inside of Serenity 824. I love Lika. She's my mentor. And I love every one of these ladies on this panel, some powerhouses. So please connect with them. That's all I got to say right now.
I love it. And so I have a health and wellness business, which is called Lily Ann's, and I make sea moss products. So I make sea moss lemonade, sea moss gel, sea moss shea butter, sea moss soap, all of the anything sea moss you can think of. I also host meditation classes, which y'all will hear about our series coming up in January. And then I also make websites, business cards, all of the above. So I have my management business as well. And then, like I said earlier, I'm also a doula. So this year I just got certified for that, and it's been an amazing experience. So I've had 3 births so far. One of them was my niece. So, she delivered my nephew. So it was a beautiful experience for that. And yes, that's who I am and what I do. Next question. So, the title of today is How to Prioritize You. So, what is it that we do that ties into how everyone can prioritize themselves? So I can start with that. So one of the key things I wanted to focus on, and that's why I start with meditation and end with meditation. By show of hands, how many people meditate? Looking, that was a little shady. Okay. How many people know what meditation is? Very good. So with meditation, for me, it's become very important because it's a time for me to take to myself and prioritize. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or my goal is I start it in the morning and then I end it at night. But sometimes if I'm having a stressful day, I got to take me a quick 5 minutes so I can just like breathe. And honestly, a lot of times I feel like we go throughout the day without taking a breath and just taking that moment to ourselves that we need to meditate. And it's a simple meditation. It's just being in the present moment. So I feel it ties into how you can prioritize yourself. It's just start with, you know what, I'm gonna do 5 minutes of meditation a day. And just pay attention to the difference that it makes, because it will make a difference. Even just 5 minutes where you're being intentional with meditating and taking that time to yourself, no kid, nothing, just silence in that moment. And that's just very important, I feel like, as well as transitioning into CMOS. So how many people know about CMOS? Yeah, I love to see that, because when I first started, when me and my sister first started 4 years ago, we might have had one hand, but I found that it's been an educational journey to let people know, because it is important. Prioritizing yourself, taking CMOS. When I say it rids the body of mucus, it has 92 of the 102 minerals that your body needs. So it helps to flush out any like unneeded mucus in your body. It helps with heart health. It helps with skincare. It literally, I have a whole list outside of here of the different things that it helps with. So prioritizing your health, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing if you don't prioritize your health, you know, and I feel like that's definitely important, especially now, because I know everybody been hearing about the recalls on all the food in the stores and all these different things. It's like, hey, it's a wake-up call where it's time for us to really start focusing on our mind and our physical bodies across the board. So yes, that's how I feel like what I do ties into prioritizing ourselves. So anybody, we don't have to start with Lika. If anybody want to jump in.
So what I do to prioritize myself is when I first wake up in the morning, I get into the Word. I read a devotional in the bathroom with the water running. So relaxing. And I also take my sea moss every day. So sea moss gel that Chanel made, and then I get massages. I try to at least get them once a month, at least.
Okay. I prioritize by journaling. I spend time with God, of course, seeking strategies on how to be the best version of myself. I'm a mother of 3. So my life can be very chaotic, running 2 businesses. I work still for corporate America. And just journaling helps me get grounded and rooted, and it gives me direction. So that's what I do to stay. And I also get massages, my nails done, my hair. And those, no, I'm serious. Like those things are important. My hairstylist she's a prophet. And so when I go there, she does something and she anoint my head and then I feel better. The blessed hands of hers. Thank you, Dawn. But those are the things that I like to do. Some people don't get their hair done. Some people do their own hair, and I think it's therapeutic. So whatever that thing is for you, exercising is one of another things that I do. I do take vitamins. But just journaling and spending time with God, that helps me stay rooted and grounded and prioritize my life.
Of course I want to go. No. Like she said, when you're busy and as business owner, of course my priority is to take care of you all and to serve you all. So I have, especially us as providers, our self-care is going to be a little different because we have to consider you all. And so my thing is, God just gave me to start getting up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And so that's my peace time. My kids are asleep. He's giving me the strategies. He's helping me because guess what? We lifing all day. But at the same time, I can't put my things with your things if you're coming for yours. So I have to be in a different space. And so for me to get up, even in my midst of like this, because I'm like this all the time, just getting that moment of that peace. And honestly too, coming in here. Sometimes when nobody's here and I'm here and I love lights. And it's just a different kind of peace. And I could cut on the music and I'll be worshiping here and praying, whatever that I'm led to do. And that gives me my time to say, okay, what are we doing in here? Let's each room and to just kind of just speak business and life in here. Because guess what? When you guys come in here, I want you guys to, number one, feel welcome and have the best experience. But also, I want you to leave here energized or relieved or feel relieved. So therefore, we have to set that atmosphere for you all. So sometimes we don't take care of ourselves as much as we should because we're so worried. That's just like you said, hairdressers, us. Look, I need my nails done, because guess what? I'm in here. I could be a hot mess sometimes, but guess what? Mentally, I'm going to shut down so that I can be present. And that helps when I'm having somebody on the table because I don't know what I'm getting when I get on the table. A lot of people don't understand how massage really is effective in their life, especially when they get on the table. I'm dealing with trauma. I'm dealing with a lot of us, like she said, we don't breathe properly. So guess what? When I'm having them take deep breaths and they're breathing from that diaphragm, emotions come up. So I have to know how to, number one, be covered myself so that it doesn't bounce on me, and also to just ask God. Normally I say, Lord, just cover me, and whatever is not like you or me and them, then I just ask you to take it and purify it. That way ain't going nowhere because we do have, different energies, and that helps me because when I'm able to be clear like that and I'm prioritizing you all, then I leave just as well. Sometimes God give me visions just in that moment because I'm been able to be open for you all.
I prioritize myself similarly. It's hard getting up in the morning, I'll be honest, but I try. Like I'll set that alarm for 5:15 and I try at least to get up again before the kids, before the responsibilities. So I still work close to full time for one of the major hospital systems in the area. Plus I added this entrepreneurial journey, which is again a very I'm proud of myself, I'm gonna say, for doing that, because it was something that I've always wanted to do, because it was a way, how do I serve the community? How do I take my skills from the suburbs and bring them to everybody who really, really deserves pain management? So I'm an orthopedic specialist, so I treat a lot of chronic pain. I treat a lot of people who deal with pain, whether it's physical pain, but the emotional pain is tied up in it. A lot of times especially back pain. So if you know people with back pain, you'll know like they're always complaining of back pain. My back hurts, can't get out of bed, I can't, and it's like, well, when was the injury, And it's not just back pain, there's a lot of like chronic pain. We're all dealing with a lot of stuff. Mental health comes into it. We never really addressed it a lot. We never talked about it, but we saw it. We've been seeing it for a very long time. So I prioritize myself in the morning. I try to just get up before I start my responsibilities. I really do put me first. It took me a minute to understand how to do that and realize that. I used to just get up and boom, let's get the kids, let me do everything else. But once I started shifting, like, nah, you need at least 30 minutes, an hour for yourself. Before, after I had my second son, and like I work out a lot. I've always worked out a lot. But then I had kids and I was like, I don't know how to like fit this in. And then I started telling myself, you just need 30 minutes. Like just give yourself 30 minutes. Go to the basement for 30 minutes. And that's what I did. I just had my little equipment in the basement. I knew what to do. So I had that opportunity to be able to take care of myself. But I had to tell myself, you deserve 30 minutes. And that's what I tell my clients, especially when in the coaching world, it's a lot of women can't figure out, how do I even fit this in? I know I'm supposed to do it. I know I'm supposed to make me feel better, but how do I do this? And I'm like, you deserve 30 minutes. That's it. And my kids had to learn, even if they were sitting right there watching me, they had to learn, oh, mommy's doing her thing. I have 2 boys, so now they'll come down and do it for 3 minutes and then leave because they're like, I don't want to do this. I don't want kids don't want 30 minutes apparently. So my priorities is like I get up early because I really do need that time. Then I take care of family, I take care of patients, clients all day. So a lot of our energy is going to people. And then on the back end, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to take back my 30 minutes to an hour and I'm going to move my body because that's what helps me. It helps me literally manage stress, helps me just feel better. If I am stiff or sore, I just move my body. And then because we're bodywork people, it's important that we just take care of our body so that we can help others.
Very good. So I want to dive into massage for a second. So why do you all feel it's important for people to incorporate massage in their day-to-day life or every other basis?
So I think that massaging should be incorporated because it helps that blood circulation. And it also, like me, I specialize in lymphatic. So lymphatic is very, very important when it comes to our daily lives. Lymphatic massage helps get rid of, detoxify the body. It helps get rid of all of the waste. It helps with depression. It helps with the immune system. So if you have a cold or any illness and you actually get in that lymphatic massage, you can get it every day, once a week, once a month. You still need that. We need the lymphatic massage to help remove all the waste out of the body. So what the massage does is help the lymph, move the lymph to the lymph nodes so we can excrete it out of our body, urinate it out of our bodies, poop, sweat. So we have to remove that. It moved that circulation moves so slow. It doesn't move like the blood. It moves so slow. So massage therapists pretty much help it and stimulate it so it can move a little faster, so you can heal faster. So your body, if you're suffering from swelling or any edema, it helps with that. So it can remove all of the swelling, the water. So that's why I believe that massaging is really should be always incorporated for self-care.
Yeah, and I add to kind of like, in my process of getting self-care and getting my direction back, because like I said, I've been doing this for a long time and I've seen some of everything. But one thing that I can say across the board is it helps you to connect with yourself again. So many times we deal with unforgiveness, we deal with rejection, we deal with anxiety, we deal with all these things that go on. Guess what they are? They're held in our body. So sometimes you have these knots and they just won't go away. But guess what? Until you deal with that issue, they're gonna be right there. And so I've learned over the years. I had a young man come to me, and there's, you can get deep tissue, Swedish massage. There's different types of pressure you can get, and he wanted deep tissue. And so I can go kind of deep, right? So I'm like, okay. He like, no, I need some more, And my mind had to click. And I said, okay, no, wait a minute. Let's pause for a minute, because he wanted me to hurt him because he was hurting. So I had to pause, and I said, okay, wait a minute. What's really going on? And he just broke down and he cried. He cried for like 30 minutes. Thank God I didn't have nobody after, because they would have to wait. But he just cried. And and for him being the man, he had the weight of his family. His job was, being very disrespectful to him. And he was just so hurt. And so after I allowed him to cry and he was able to get that out, then he felt the pain, like, oh, I'm like, but it was him being able to just get it out and to be able to flush that, so that he could move on and to begin to heal. So, I could say countless stories of that, of just allowing people to connect with themselves. And that's why it's important for me I'm kind of getting back into that therapeutic lane. So like in January, I'm going to be doing a lot of packages, because my thing is, Monique and I did an event at Marathon, and there was a refinery. And normally when you do corporate events, you just come in and do the little fluff and buff, couple of minutes or whatever. But baby, let me tell you, these were men, okay? And we were there for 4 weeks, and we seen them 5 days a week, right? And they had where they could get an option of 15 minutes. Well, they start off with the 15 minutes and they start getting 30. But they were working 15, 16 hours, and they were working like 14 days in a row, 1 day off and another 14 days. Some of them, because they were coming from out of town, they were working like 30 days straight and 16 hours a day. And so we had to work. I mean, we worked. But the thing that we saw, which was my aha moment again, was that we saw results. So like men were coming in and they couldn't turn their head since July, and now they're able. We started this in October, and they were like, I haven't been able to turn my head, and I could turn my head. So that's how I began to turn from 15 to 30 minutes. And guess what? They weren't giving nobody their time. They was booking ahead of time every day. Like we would see the same people. But that blessed me, because now I was being able to see that they had the results to match. So it's such a difference to come. If you just need maintenance, that's cool. But sometimes you need that work. And if you really are trying to heal, or if you're trying to, because the one thing for sure is, if you do the work, then you can move on. You don't have to keep dealing with the same thing. But when we see you here and there, or, oh, it's just a fluff and buff, guess what? When you come in here, we're really just kind of doing the same thing. So we're not able to really get in there. So therapeutic, it could be, still doesn't have to be so much deep, but it's just reconnecting with yourself. Being okay with whatever emotions come out of that. And then guess what? Sometimes you may not. It's not that you have to have anything going on. It could just really be relaxing for you, because guess what? You could be doing the work, And so now this is just you still being able to connect with yourself and be able to, because when you start getting them regularly, you'll start being able to tell when your body is out of order. You'll move different. You'll start feeling, and then you'll know either to take a deep breath, or okay, it's time me to get in so I can reconnect. So that's definitely, I believe, one of the most important things of getting massages, and really putting it in your budget, and making sure that it's a matter to you. Our health is a matter to us, especially like you said, in this time that we're in. You have to be able to, even like she said, even if it's sea moss, I take sea moss every day from Chanel. And, thank God I ain't been getting sick, because I do my elderberry gummies, certain things that I do. I'm older, of course, my weight ain't dropping off like it is, but hey, I'm still going to do things that matter to help me to get me together. So in massage, yes, I'm not gonna tell y'all I get one all the time, because guess what? I'm too busy working on y'all. Y'all won't let me. Y'all want me 8 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock at night. You know, they call me like, my knee hurt. Can you come see me? I'm like, it's 10 o'clock at night, you know. But I spoiled y'all, so they do that. But yeah, so that's massage.
Now we're going to transition over to the physical therapy side of things because it all ties in.
So physical therapy, so do people know what physical therapy is or physical therapist is? Okay, so how I tie in is I'm going to be the one who deals with the joints. So as Lika was saying, the muscle tissue, they get into the lymphatic system, really pushing the fluid out, working on the muscle tissue. We work more on the joint. So if you're having joint pain, knee pain, hip pain, back pain, neck pain, headaches, that's where I fit in. But in this space, you don't need to have formal physical therapy, meaning you need a prescription from your doctor and all that stuff. You just got hurt. It could just be you need somebody who has experience with that area to do a proper stretch, like an actual addressing the joints, addressing the spine. If you do deal with headaches, there's certain techniques that help with that. It's not chiropractic at all, but it is some hands-on techniques that I do. And then correspondingly, if there's something going on, if there's like a weakness factor, then that's where the exercise comes in. So with physical therapy, we tie in the sense of, and even when I'm in clinic, when I wasn't here, I'll work on people and they're like, should I see a massage therapist? I'm like, yeah, you should, because I'm not gonna massage your muscles, but your muscles need some work. I'll do some techniques. I add cupping. I add it's called instrument-assisted soft tissue molds. I don't know if you see scraping or grasping. I don't scrape people. I won't bruise you, but I have a different technique. But I do use those tools. So I use a lot of tools to help with the soft tissue cupping. Myofascial cupping works really well to, again, reduce the tension in your fascia. The fascia is the tissue between your skin and your muscle. So that's where I come in. And then I say, okay, go over there. Then they can work on getting that tissue to loosen. So if you're having that muscle spasm, those knots, then that's where massage comes in. So that's how we complement each other. But at the end of the day, you need the joint moving too. So if you're dealing with stiffness, if you're just dealing with a lot of achiness and you're stuck, you're stiff, that's where the physical therapy piece comes in. And then I highly stress strength training for everybody. And strength training doesn't mean you have to be lifting a whole lot of weights. It could be your own body weight. It could be resistance bands. It just is a way of we have to stabilize the joints. We have to stabilize the body. We're all adults and we're all aging, and this is a real thing. But you can age gracefully. You don't have to be like, well, I'm X amount of age, so this is what it is. No, it's not. It doesn't have to be. If you take care of your muscle tissue by stretching it, mobilizing it, strengthening it, it will protect your joint. You do not have to have joint replacements later on. It's not part of the package that comes with aging. You don't have to have back pain. Back pain actually can be managed with core strength and stability. It's like one of the most evidence-based practices for controlling back pain without medicine. Medicine it helps you acutely, but if you're dealing with chronic back pain, chronic joint pain, strength stability training, strengthening actually helps support the joints to manage your pain. So you don't have to be on medicine, or you don't have to be taking stuff if that's what you have to do to manage your pain. It's going to help you just move better everyday life. So again, physical therapists, we can help from the athlete. We can help the 99-year-old get out of bed and get to the bathroom. Like, it's all the same. Like, it's function. So that's our role, is how do we get you better function? And if you're in pain, obviously sometimes that doesn't feel good. That doesn't help. The other piece is the nutrition piece. So with lifestyle medicine, and I like being here because everybody has their own piece. So Chanel talks about meditation. So stress management is part of lifestyle medicine. It's 6 pillars. It's nutrition, exercise, stress management, avoiding risky substances, positive relationships, so connections, and sleep. I forgot. You need to sleep. One of the main things. Sleep. Like, sleep is huge. We literally restore our body when we sleep. Our brain, the only time our brain is nourished is when we're sleeping, and we need more than 7 hours as adults, 7 to 9 hours consistently of sleep. Anything less than 5 on a regular basis, or if you stay up 24 hours, it's the equivalent of being drunk. Like, that's real. So if you're somebody who's like, oh, I'm good, I only need 4 hours, I only need 5 hours, I'm gonna go. If you do that chronically and consistently, you're putting your body in a state where it's kind of always intoxicated. So you can't really ever concentrate. You can't really ever focus. You're kind of always in a fog. That's why with those times you like, I crash and I sleep for 10 hours, you wake up, oh wow, I feel better. So sleep is a huge, huge factor. If you don't take anything away, go to sleep for 7 hours most days of the week, and try to move your body at least 30 minutes a day if you can. Any kind of movement. It can be stretching, it can be walking, it can be strength training, would be awesome. And eat your vegetables.
The vegetables. All right, so now let's get into the skincare. Her facials are amazing.
So I'm just give you some key benefits of facials. So a lot of people that come to get facials never had a facial before. And so the first time I got a facial, I was like, oh, what is this? Like, this was like, it was game changing for me. And so I'm not going to tell my age, but I'm 45. So, you know, when you get younger, you know, as you age, you know, as a PYT, you always want some type of anti-aging cream, you know, so you're always looking to be young. You always want the new thing to be young. But of course, your skin has to be taken care of. And so a lot of customers or clients that come in, they don't have a skin regimen. And so skin regimens are so important. Why? The benefits of skin regimens. Just want to let you know, you do need to deep cleanse your skin. If you don't know, you need to exfoliate your skin, okay? It improves the circulation of your skin, and also it helps with acne prevention and anti-aging. And then it helps stress relief, and it hydrates your skin. So you do need a skin regimen that does all of those things to improve your skin. And the most important thing is you need a moisturizer. Most people don't, as Black people, we don't believe in moisture. I'm using Vaseline. My grandmama and them use Vaseline. That's fine. That's fine. But don't use it on your face every day. You know what I mean? So I don't tell people what not to do on their face. That's your face. You do whatever you want to do on your face. But it does clog your pores. Your pores will be clogged. This is not 1975. You do not have to use Vaseline for everything. You know, so I mean, what you know, we have those old regime, those old things that we were taught, and we don't get out of that. And so I like to always encourage my clients to please use a moisturizer. Men, use a moisturizer. I have a whole skin collection for men. I go shopping. I love products, so I have tons of products. If you need products, just come see me. You know, I can donate to products to you. If you don't or you can't afford to buy skin products. And I can also tell you what products to get. It doesn't have to be very expensive. You just want to make sure that if you don't do anything else, I mean, if you want to use Dove soap, that's fine. If you want to use some stuff you make up, whatever you want to do to cleanse your skin, you know, people have their own regimens, that's fine, but you do need a moisturizer with SPF 15 because it protects your skin from skin cancer. I have a friend right now who came to me about 3 or 4 years ago, and I told her, I said, you need to go see a dermatologist. I don't know what this is on your skin. She has skin cancer, and she's going through radiation. Her and I are the same age, 45. And they were raised bumps, and I kept telling her, you have to go see a dermatologist. And I kept stressing to her, you need to go see a dermatologist. And she did not go until 2024 and found out that she had an acute cancer disease. And it was stressful for me because I didn't stay on her. And as her esthetician and her friend, I just assumed she went, but she didn't. So I just want you all to know that Black people do get skin cancer. It is real. So please protect your skin. If nothing else, you know, I always say, like I said before, I love skin. I'm always looking at people's skin. Your diet is so important, making sure you have a clean diet. I can look at your skin and tell who has a clean diet and who doesn't have a clean diet, you know. So everyone in here has a clean diet. I took a look at everyone's skin. I took a look. She said I took a look. I looked on both sides of my physical vision, and I saw everyone's skin. I have scoured the whole room. I swear, I feel like I have 20/20 vision when it comes to skin. And I cannot see that good. But you should see me. I'll be on top of y'all chest in here trying to get every exfoliate. If I can extract anything out of there, I'm getting every hair. I want everything out that skin. I want your skin to be clean and fresh, and I want every impurity that I can pull out. I'm gonna get it. But I'm just letting you know that it's really important to have a clean diet. You know, Chanel has a wonderful product, the sea moth. If you don't do nothing else, we don't take vitamins, take that sea moth. It's excellent for the skin. And just making sure that you do have a skin regimen. You know, if you use Noxzema and you carry that on put that on your face, like my grandma uses, it's called her pancake. Whatever you do, and she walked out, I was like, why are you putting that Noxzema on your face and then go outside? She put the Noxzema on and then she put the makeup on top of it. I'm like, what is happening? You supposed to wash that off. Whatever, grandma. Lord. But I'm just saying, whatever your regimen is, if you're going to put Noxzema on your face and go outside with the Noxzema, please put a moisturizer on top of it. Because I'm not the one to try to tell people. You know how some people always try to tell you what to do on your skin? I'm not that esthetician. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. It's your skin. People say I use only coconut oil. I don't use coconut oil. That's fine. But put moisturizer on top of the coconut. You're going to be greasy, but use your coconut oil and your moisturizer. So, you know, just take care of your skin. It's the only skin you're going to have. And it's important. It's the largest organ in your skin. Is so important because it protects your body. You know, anything that's going on in your body, your skin is telling you what's going on. When I told the client of mine, there's something going on because the skin is a radar. It's something going on. You know, when kids start to get bumps or little bumps on their skin, your body is telling you there's something going on. It's a bacteria, it's a fungus, an infection, something. So always pay attention to your skin.
Yes, very good. Come on. So I got a couple more questions, but I wanted to open up the floor to see if you all had any questions for what has been said so far. So any questions?
Y'all want to know about that Noxzema?
Okay. Very good, very good. So the next question, what are the biggest challenges that you all face when trying to prioritize your own well-being? Yeah, I got y'all this right.
Being consistent with it. Consistency is key. And it's so hard by being a massage therapist, you know, trying to do everything, you a mom, a wife, and trying to take care of you taking care of your mother, you know, taking mom to the doctor appointment, it's a lot. So consistency is a big obstacle for me, being consistent, trying to do it on a day. Now, I bring my devotion with everyone, but sometimes, like, for me to get a massage, I got to make sure my schedule aligns with somebody else's schedule.
Right.
I got to make sure our schedule aligns to get rubbed on.
Remember, though, that's the thing. Like, oh, I forgot this. Guess what?
Right.
Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome, ladies. Yeah.
Hi.
So it's the consistency.
I must add, for me, being organized. I'm a stickler organization. I have too many facets in my life. Like I said, I have 3 kids. And I work and I'm always on the go. Just being very organized. I also do closet organize. If you need anyone to come out and organize your closet, I love that. No, I'm so serious. Like, I really love organization. So, and people are like, you OCD? No, I'm not OCD. I like organization. You can think better. And I don't know what OCD is. I really don't. I've never Googled it. But I'm not. Okay. So
I don't know about that, but I'm gonna let you.
Well, organization, everything. No, it's not. No, it's not being OCD. Everything has a place. And I want you all to understand that.
Functionality and obsessive compulsive disorder.
I know it is for real.
Yeah.
I just but I do, I believe that everything has a place, and I think that when you're organized, everything in your life, your mind flows better. You feel better about yourself. You just flow. And then when you're off, things aren't right. So it's just, sometimes people get overwhelmed, and I just think that organization is the key in every area of your life. And slow down. Just slow down. And start at one room at a time, or whatever it is you're trying to organize. It don't have to be all done in one day. So,
I would say time. Time to me is my barrier, or the one that I really have to like focus. So creating systems helped me. Like it wasn't always, I used to be able to just go with the flow and do things, but now that there's more responsibilities and more things happening, I had to learn how to manage my time and literally prioritize my time and figure out, okay, what's most important, letting go of, caring about, you're not gonna wanna hear this, if the house is tidy.
You can hire somebody.
I could hire
Like
somebody.
me.
I could. Or you? Okay, I need both of you. Letting go of some of that and like making sure, okay, this is done, this is done, this is done. So not that I don't do it, but it's just making sure like not worrying about some stuff that I can probably put off to the side and let something else get done. But time management for me would be the one. And in the same realm, if I'm busy, then I'm not getting the hands-on service. I'll do the stretching, I'll exercise, I'll make sure I'm eating right. I'll do those things because I can control that and I can do it at home. I can do whatever I need to do. But it's the making the appointment and coming in for the service. I would say time.
I would have to say the same thing though, because like she said, I'm a single parent. I got 2 boys from 2 different sides. I got a special needs son, and then I got an athlete. And so, if you ain't got any sports parents in here, they tell you tomorrow that he's going. They just told me today he's going to Florida in January. And then they tell you he got a practice tomorrow. Well, now he's basketball, football. So it's trying to, I was at a seminar and they said, hey, the lady asked a question about work-life balance. And she said there's no such thing. We just juggle. And that's the truth, because when you're a parent, you have all these different facets. It's trying to make sure you can get everything done in the matter. And then the last minute things that come into play. And so with me, that's just, it's just never a time where like literally, I didn't even tell these girls, but come January 15th, I'm shutting down. I'm taking off, because I have to have that moment to get reorganized, because like she said, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm telling myself, I had to clean this room up in here, okay? Because y'all was coming, I didn't want to open up the door, y'all see that. But it's because, if I come here, I'm here to see my clients, but then guess what? As soon as I leave here, I got to go pick up this son. And then after that, I got to go take him over here. And by the time I'm picked up, dropped off, it's 10 o'clock at night. So that's the reason why I get up at 3 o'clock. I'll go to sleep, but I get up because then I can have that peace, but still in awe. Time management, because I'm an overthinker sometimes, and plus business, you have different things you're trying to do with business. You're trying to make money. How do we do this? So you're constant. If you're a business owner, that's why I got the shirt. You can go get you one of those things called a business, because it ain't for the week.
It is not.
Because guess what? You're 24 hours trying to better your business. So one day, like the millionaires say, you want to pay for your time. So yes, right now I do. I have a driver right now that can help me, so I can stay at work. Can you take my son to the babysitter for me? Trying to find a housekeeper or a chef that can cook. Oh yeah, I want all of that, because guess what? If I can clear that schedule, and it has helped me to have that time, I noticed that I am able to move a little bit better. But the crazy part about it is sometimes when you get the extra time, you're like, I don't know what to do. You get used to it, or something happened and somebody just take my sons for the weekend. I'm like, what?
She literally be like, she really be lost. Like, I'm like, what you gonna do this weekend, Lika? I don't know.
And then I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna be in the dock this weekend. I'm gonna go get dressed. I'm gonna do this, and I'll be right back in.
But I want to add to that too, what Lika said about like when you start you're overwhelmed, or sometimes we get overwhelmed in life, and we as humans don't like to relinquish control, and I am very responsible for that. And I know that in certain seasons in my life when I had the finances and the resources to have a nanny and have a chef to come into my home and cook, and I did. I didn't want that. And, now I'm like, what's wrong with you? You gotta be wanting to hit your goodness, girl. But you don't, when you don't know better, you don't do better. And so we as humans, sometimes we think that I ain't let nobody come into my house cook. I ain't gonna let no woman cook. No, you let that person come in and help you. You need help. You are not a robot. You cannot do everything. So, and we have to start relinquish the control, and even within ourselves, that self-care is important. I don't need no massage. I don't want everybody touching me. I don't know what they into. Well, listen, you can't touch you cannot massage your own body. I tried it. You can't do it. You know, so you're not gonna get the same results. You're not. I tried to massage my leg last night. It was in pain. I'm like, what are you doing? You need to go lay on somebody's table. You know, and so that is so important to schedule the time and stop being. We control ourselves so much that we stay in bondage, and we don't do things to help us. We hurt ourselves. Sometimes we can be our own downfalls because of our own antics, you know. And I am one of those that have to step back and be accountable that I didn't do some things right in my life in certain seasons because I didn't want to let go of control. Yeah. And so a form of that is self-care. I had a girlfriend, her back felt like cement. And I'm like, why are you walking around? And she like, I'm just in pain. I'm like, you need a massage. I don't let anybody touch me. You crazy. And I want you to know that you're crazy and you need to go lay on the table. You know, and when she finally did, she was like, I was in there crying because like Lika stated, she needs to release all of that. So just take care of yourself.
And I would also tie in saying no. So for me, one of my biggest challenge, I was taking on, like, I was a yes person, like, oh, I'm gonna try to do this because I want to help everybody. I want to do this, do that. Yeah, I could do it because I'm capable of doing a lot of things because I'm talented. However, I had to realize, like, hey, I gotta say no. It's a song by Tony Jones, and it's called like No Is Bay. Come on now. And she said, I got 20 yeses to give throughout the whole year. So I'm about to be real frugal with my, I can't do that. And if it don't serve me in any type of way, yeah, I'm selfish in that way. If it's not serving me, no. It don't make sense. I used to do so much, and a lot of times on the day-to-day, sometimes we say yes unconsciously. Why
did you say yes and not? I didn't got caught up. Now I'm over here, and the guy gonna show you for the struggle is yes. Because you should have said no and thought about it before. So now I be having to tell myself, give me 24 hours. Before I even answer that, before I even say I could do that, 24, I got to think on that so I can make sure it makes sense before I take my time to get involved in certain things and understand people's intentions too. Like, that's very important. But yes, very good, very good. Okay, I have one more. Yay. And then I'll open it up for questions again, and then we'll break and do one last meditation. So moving forward, how do you all set boundaries to protect your own personal energy and space?
Saying no.
Saying no. Come on now.
Look, I opened the floor for that.
Saying no. I want to say no, I'm just saying that's how you be feeling for real. But I took on a foster child. So let me just say, I took a foster child and I adopted him in 2021. And I wanted to be Mother Teresa because I want to save all the Black men. I love this baby to life. And I thank God that I took on this child. But sometimes we take on responsibilities that we don't have to. And sometimes it's not our responsibility to do certain things. And we add more stress and strife in our lives sometimes. And we don't even know what all that kind of consists of. And I'm not saying that he's a burden or anything like that, but sometimes we jump out there too fast. So slow down, breathe, leave people on red, and make good decisions moving forward. Just always move on emotion. And a lot of times we do things in life because we trying to do this and trying to do that, and that don't always work out. So you have to sometimes say no. And I thank God for this baby. God knows I do. I love him to life, but it has been a roller coaster. And it's just he has had a lot of health challenges. And these challenges have literally almost took me out mentally because there's so much going on. And I have so much other stuff going on in my life. So prioritizing, balancing, and then dealing with other situations is just a lot. And my kids is big. I got a 21-year-old, I got a 12-year-old, and I got a baby. I'm in the house like, Lord Jesus, what have you done? I went to postpartum. Everybody like, we got to go to Anguilla for the summer. I got a baby. I mean, seriously, I'm old. I got a 2-year-old. I'm 45 with a 2-year-old. I'm supposed to be retiring. So I'm serious. So just, food for thought. No is very important.
I just say that allowing God to really listen, obey God.
Yes,
Obey God, because he got on me last year, because like I said, I'm all doing all this stuff, and he whooped me so bad in my dream, y'all. Ooh. And it was a blessing, because he started off with my best friend. He told me, why he put me in her life, and I'm supposed to be her big sister, but now she my big sister. He like, no, that's not what it was. That's not what it's supposed to be. But he started showing me that a lot of things that we do, like she said, because we don't say no, we take on so much, it doesn't serve you any purpose. What is it doing for you? What are you doing? I had to start letting go of things that I just couldn't control, and allowing God and just allowing him to be. So I got a t-shirt out there and say, God first, me second. So if you want to pre-order this, don't let me know. But because that's just the truth. So as I allowed for him to start just making me better, because sometimes you got to go within and see what you're doing. It's not always this person doing that. No, what are you doing? But when you allow that to take place, so it's been almost a year, and I'm so much better than I was then. I still got work to do, but I'm listening, And I did get into another ministry that's Bible-based, that's helping me learn in a different way that has been productive, because guess what, I wouldn't be sitting up here right now, but just listening, and because he will give you those strategies. And I don't do lives and social media like I should, but that's where he tells me he wants me. He told me therapeutic massage. He said, I need you to start talking about it now. I need you to be in the forefront. It's time. So those are the things that can help you if you just obey and listen and be open to it. Be open to people speaking to you. If they speaking right now, you got to watch the people. But if you know that it's coming from a good place, then receive it and let it marinate it. You don't have to answer. Sometimes we get defensive, but just see what it feels like, and then start working on that. You'll feel so much better. Like I said, for me to do it too is because I have to do it, because I care about you all, and I'm not gonna come to y'all with my junk. So therefore, in order for me to truly be able to, like they say, oh, you got healing hands, you got this, you got that, and for a long time I didn't receive that. I don't like to say that, but I do know that it makes a difference, and so I had to own that. And another thing too is my price is my price now. I can't keep discounting. I can't keep saying, okay, because no, that's going to be too. Then you're not my target audience. And that's okay. But if I I got kids. Like I said, I'm a single man. I got a special needs son. Sports is not cheap. And I have to balance out, for everything. Space, and just, it's a lot. So therefore, it's where you have to just say, hey, stand up and know your worth. What do you value? Do you value yourself? You don't think you're worth that? And guess what? If they don't, you have to. And so these are all things that I have to learn and had to learn to be able to stand up and say, okay, 2025, we're going to be on the yacht partying, y'all. Guess what? The price is going to be pricey. And the client's going to be coming and paying it. They're going to come through. But I'm going to tell y'all ladies, don't get mad. Now, we do spa parties here. We host spa parties. So if you guys want to have one, you can let us know. But I'm doing my series next year is going to be for the men. It's called Caring for Kings.
Yes.
Because I'm getting more men, especially when we did marathon. I'm telling you, that was so much of God just showing me where I need to go in 2025. And so we're doing our first event on January 3rd, and it's going to be about 10 guys, but they're going to get foot services. We're going to feed them, we're going to serve them. And then I have 2 males that's going to speak to them. And the women, we out because it's a time for them. But what I hear from men, it's not so much of, all these, women just, is he cheating? Is that no? But they carry a lot, especially when they are fathers and they are providers and they are doing their thing. And so I get former NFL players, I get plant workers, I get so many different variety of men, and I'm telling y'all, they are in need. So a lot of my services and packages is for y'all, but it's for them, because guess what? They will pay, and they will pay what I say, and I appreciate that. And guess what? They want results, and so that's my target audience. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna stand up for it. But if y'all want to come on in to see what the fellas is getting, come on, or bring them on. It's a safe place. You don't have to worry about that, but it's definitely a blessing to be able to do that for them.
Say the question.
Dang. It was how do you set boundaries to protect your personal time and energy?
I had to learn. I work for Michigan Medicine, University of Michigan. So I had to learn how to say no and realize, okay, what's important. And so it hit hard. I mean, a lot of us were affected by the pandemic, but that's when it slapped me in the face, because I had children who were just starting school and I had to be where I had to be. And yet they're like, well, we need to be at home. So I had this constant tug of war of which one am I going to do? And so it took a minute, but I was like, I can't work full time anymore. I can't do this. I can't keep up with this. My kids are small, they're young, and they need me at home. I don't need to be home full time, but I do need to be around. I need to be present. And so it started from going from a 5-day week to a 4-day long days. Now I'm at 3 days. So I'm only 3 days for them, which gave me space. At first it was just okay, I just need to just sit on the couch and chill out, literally breathe. Because I was so that's all I knew for I don't know how many years. And then slowly I realized, okay, well, how can I take that expertise that I'm doing out there and provide it to people? Because social media is an amazing thing. This actually was birthed probably 21 or so. I was in a live. I was just participating, and I saw people complaining about their knee pain or something while they were exercising, because everybody was doing all these online exercises. And my brain just started, well, they're probably doing blah, 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 because that's how my brain functions. They're probably doing this, they're probably doing that, probably haven't moved in however long. And then they got up and started doing this video. And then someone started asking me questions. So I was like, what if I could provide what I do, but to a broader audience? So it started online of just, okay, let me just help specifically women. That's my group online. How do I help women manage pain, avoid injury through exercise? They want to exercise. You had a child and you might have had a diastasis recti, meaning the space in the front split, literally split.
Yes.
You might have had a hernia, because that stuff, that's a real trauma, having a baby. Back pain, because this never healed properly or never really retracted. So now your back has been on fire for who knows how many years. So there was that group that were I don't know, I know I'm supposed to do it, but every time I try, it hurts. Okay. And then you've got okay, we're all getting older, we're all doing, and if we haven't been exercising, now our knees are achy, our knees are bothering us because I haven't been doing the thing. Yeah, I ran track back in the day. I played ball, I did all this stuff, but then I stopped because work started. Right back in the day, I did all the things, but then I had work is, you gotta be at work all the time. I have family or I have responsibilities. I have older parents, so I'm in this dichotomy of I have children and I have aging parents. The sandwich generation. So if you're in that, so I had to learn even within that realm, because I was running back and forth to my parents' house, hey, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? I can help you. And I was just getting wiped out again. Because now there's 2 of them. There's small children, and then there's the big baby. Needs help. The grown one. And then I had to learn, and my dad would be like, you have kids, it's okay. But then I had my own guilt of, no, you're the daughter, you're the therapist, you should be there helping your mom stand up. You should be there doing this, and that. And then I had to let go of it's okay. They have help. It's not like they don't have help. You don't have to be the help. You don't have to be that one. So my boundaries was making hard decisions, and even where I was at in Michigan, to me, I'm like, that was the greatest thing. I was like, I did it, I made it. And then here I am saying, I don't want this anymore. I can't do this. I can't keep up with the expectation. So backing off. And then, like I said, personally, family, of all the people, there's 4 siblings. I'm the one who went into physical therapy with the medical person. My mom has difficulty walking. Of all the people who should be there, it should be me. So it's that struggle of, okay, you can only do so much, but you're okay because she has people. So be okay with the people, like you were saying, letting go of that control. The people are there. So it's not like she's alone. The people are there. It just doesn't have to be you. So I would say I had to learn how to say no, but say no in those tough decisions of, I feel like I'm supposed to be there.
Very good. Okay, so, oh, me. What's the question?
Boundaries. Yes. Oh, well, I feel like I kind of had transitioned it from the last question.
Saying no wasn't.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that was my biggest lesson for this year. And then also tying into lay understanding the boundary of, I feel like within myself, of knowing when it's it's okay to ask for help, or it's okay to open it up, hey, look, I know I'm talented. I know, because you could go through life and people have a vision of you, of this expectation. They have these high expectations, and me being the Leo that I am, I always strive to be what everybody else wanted me to be. But then it took me to realize, well, what do I want to do? Right. What do I really want to be? And when I feel like the first time I really set that boundary is when I quit my job. I went, did all this schooling, got my bachelor's, master's, all of that. And my parents thought I was crazy because I went and was a school social worker for 1 year. And I said, well, I'm out of here, guys. And I quit and became an entrepreneur and have been for the past 4 years. Praise God. Yeah, and it's been a struggle. But it's definitely one that I wouldn't take back, because it was I feel like I did all of the other stuff I told her, I did this for y'all. And I got all this, I did all this, but now it's time for me to do this for me. And that's transition and being an entrepreneur. And it's been, like I said, a journey, but setting that boundary of choosing yourself and what you want, it can be tough, but it's hey, but I'm ready to touch the millions, and I ain't gonna do that sitting at the school in this cycle of a system. To me, it was a systematic thing. Y'all, we know it's systematic, and all the things that was going on in school. I said, I can't serve my purpose here because it's too much. So in order for me to serve my purpose, I have to branch off and go in my la la land and figure it out and just go with the flow. So yeah, I feel like that definitely was a major boundary of that separation of self. So yes, very good. So that concludes our panel portion. Thank you, ladies, so much. So now I want to just go over. So we have these folders. So it was folders on the seats for everyone. So I want to do a quick overview of what's in the folder, and then a few things that we have coming up, and then we'll do meditation, and then we'll be done. So we have a couple worksheets in here for you all, and you can make copies. But the first one, we have a self-care checklist. So with this self-care checklist, it's the body, mind, and spirit. So basically, it's just a checklist that you all can use to incorporate self-care. So For example, sleep at least 8 hours. So even if you don't do it throughout the whole week, choose a day like Saturday or Sunday. Like, you know what? Today I'm about to sleep. And I'm sleeping in. I ain't waking up at 6 today. I might wake up at 12. And that's okay. Or getting a massage, because that is something that I definitely started to incorporate. And I seen a difference because I was going to the chiropractor at first, but it just wasn't quite working for me. So I'm like, oh, because I found myself in almost more pain. But then I'm like, oh, hold on, I really can't move my gun. But then once I started going and getting massages, because I didn't test it out everybody. I ain't gonna lie. Miss Pam, she's in the back too, amazing. She's one of our massage therapists here as well. But just incorporating those little things. Creating a vision board. I know we're coming up on a new year. A lot of times people wait till January. Do it now so that you see what that vision is for 2025. And just take time to create that, or journal every day. Just take time. So something I do in like my meditation classes, before we actually go into meditation, we do like a brain dump where we just journal. I highly encourage people, even if it don't make sense, just write. Sometimes you just got to get what's on your mind out. And just get it on paper. If you don't feel you can talk to somebody. So just incorporating those things, incorporating meditation. So you all have that there, and please have it for yourself and share with others. I'm quick to, since I got this, I've been sharing it with people like, hey, incorporate that self-care. We also have a wellness habit check-in with yourself sheet. So this is basically like a how am I feeling today? To really be intentional, to take that time to figure out, okay, and process the emotions or whatever it is that you've dealt with throughout the day. So that's a good worksheet. And then we also have my goals and dreams. So, and that's right on the back of the wellness habit worksheet. And then you'll also see, so we have, if you want to, I'll give it here so you can kind of talk about your packages. So I'm gonna let each person put whatever packages or specials or events that we have coming up next. So if we could just take about a minute or so to just go through so that you know what we have coming up for the new year with packages. Okay, so well, I'll actually start. So me and Natasha, we are actually doing a 4-part series starting in January. It will be every Sunday in January. So it's the 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th, and it'll be from 3 to 6. And we'll be doing basically a ground yourself, embrace yourself, love yourself, and honor yourself. So we'll have physical therapy. We'll be talking about nutrition, and then also journal work and meditation through that as well. Did I miss anything?
No, like it'll be more like the more stretching. It could be like a stretch class, breath work, and then incorporate all the things. But then every week we'll have a different like theme. So 1 week it might focus on exercise, then nutrition, then stress. So it'll be a combination of all the things.
Yeah. And then so we have we'll have like 2 different bundles, because one will also, you could just do like the basic bundle where that includes each one, and you'll get like a journal, you get a couple things, worksheets and everything for us to actually work through, because the goal is to really hold yourself accountable for those 4 weeks. And then we have one where it'll also include CMOS too, so that you can be consistent with it for that time, for you to see the difference throughout that time as well. So that's in there, and then I'll go ahead and pass it on to you for your specials.
Well, right now, I'm just going to start you guys off with gift cards. You know, I kind of discounted the price because this is the last time they're going to get discounted. But I did packages too of like 3, because it's very important if you're going to start your practice of getting into massage, you want to be consistent. So if that means once a month, you're at least coming, or depending on the work. So I do have therapeutic packages that I will be offering, but that's going to be more individualized when I sit down and talk with you and see with you what you need. And there'll be 3 tiers of that, but also it will be an incorporation of isolated stretching, lymphatic system. It will be different tools that'll be used. It'll be getting the CMOS. It's going to be a whole big package. But yep, so you can just read over there, and if any of them catch your interest, you can just see me. Because they are discounted, I do have Zelle and I have Cash App. If you need to do it with a credit card, then it'll be a little bit more.
All right, I have my packages. lymphatic massages for head and neck, and then the end for full body. So it's just really, I created this series so you can actually see the effect of lymphatic massage and see how you will feel, because it really helps, especially like we're feeling sluggish and reducing the swelling and everything. So just call me if y'all interested. If you want to just start with the neck, with the head and neck, we can start with that, and you would definitely feel the difference. But you can't just get one; you have to get a series.
Well, I just have on my website, if anyone, when you leave, you'll get an item inside of your bag. And I have my business card in there. And on my website, I do a holiday gift card. There's your $40 gift cards, but you get a $75 service. So you'll get a custom facial for an hour, but it's worth it. So if you're interested, you can book the gift card. You can purchase the gift card on the website. And that's Lace by Experience.
And then the one that says Black Star Physical Therapy and Wellness, that is me, that's Natasha. So right now I have the self-scheduling portal. So if you self-schedule, you get 50% off your first stretch, either 30 or 60-minute stretch. If you scan that QR code, that's like my contact info. My contact info is all there, but that QR code will take you right there. The other one has all the different packages, so it depends, again, if you want a whole bunch of stretches or if you just want to try it out. So if you just want to try it out, probably the best thing to do is just you can contact me to get the self-scheduling link. You'll get half off the first stretch. I also have been doing, since I'm new here, and what I've recognized is people really are like, well, what is a physical therapist? Like, what do I need? Why would I need therapy? So the fourth Saturday of the month, I have an Ask a PT. So it's on the bottom of this one that says like services and specials. Ask PT. It's I only have like 4 slots available, about 30-minute free PT assessments. There's a link on Eventbrite, but I'll share it again. And if you don't do, I can always you can always text or call the number, and I can send you that link to register. You do have to reserve a spot because you're getting your private spot. It's not like a group session. So it's important that you actually do schedule, and it's like every 30 minutes. Like for 4 hours, like 2 hours on a Saturday morning, but once a month. So if it's ever like, I just need to go ask questions, I'm really not sure, do I need PT or do I need stretching or so what do I need? You can do that. So that's there.
Yes. Want to open it up for questions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've been to therapy before in the car accident, right? Do you take on patients like that? If my insurance covers my risk of my therapy, if I wanted to get it again. So I couldn't do insurance wise to you. I would have to pay out of pocket, right? Yes.
With auto or
Well,
your
I
private?
accident back in 2020.
Yeah, so I treat all pain, so chronic pain if it's related. If you had an open claim, then yes, you can do that. And then right now it's cash based, but I am going to be taking Blue Cross. So if you have Blue Cross, I can still Blue Care Network. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, so yeah, within they decide to press the button literally because I get these letters. They're like, "You're partially." I'm like, "Okay, well." But yes, if you have Blue Care Network, yes, I can take Blue Care Network, and it can be covered by insurance. And then in a situation like that, you would just need to get a prescription from your doctor saying, and the accident could have been whenever, and it could say because of your accident, it could just be because you have pain. Like it could just.
Oh yeah, she knows that would probably she might have pain.
Yeah, so if she knows you have pain, then yeah, that's definitely something I do.
So also let me add to that because we do take FSA and HSA. So if you have those and they're getting ready to expire, you can use those for massage. Also with auto accidents, because I see auto accident clients as well. If you did your lawsuit already, I tell people all the time, make sure if you do a lawsuit that you put in that you need your medical longer or a part of it, because sometimes you'll be so looking for the money, but if you put your care in there, so if it's down the line, if you can relate it to your car accident, they still have to cover that. So you can always look into that, and then that way they may say it's open because like I said, they will pay for it. So if anybody get into a car accident, they will, especially with massage. I do billing for auto accidents, but of course, Blue Cross Blue Shield, I'm still working on that. They'll have me come work on them. But I'm like, no, I want your people. Can I get I got an MPI number, but they're like, no, you got to be with chiropractor. So we're fighting to be able to accept the insurances ourselves as well. But we can take, like I said, the FSA, the HSA, and auto accidents.
Any other questions? Very good. And if you all want to talk to anybody, now we're going to go ahead and break. So this will be a time I'll turn the music on. And for the people who came in, we do have soup and salad out there. We have a vegan option that is the black eyed pea and kale soup. And then we also have, what's the name of it?
Zuppa Toscano.
Zuppa, yeah.
It's with
turkey.
It's with turkey sausage, potatoes, kale, greens, and whipping cream.
Before you, I just want to thank Miss Chanel here and Natasha because they put this all together. I just gotta say that I appreciate each and every one of these young ladies. I respect them. I respect what they do. I'm so grateful that they have decided to come inside because I was at a place where all of this was just me. I had staff members, I had everything. They know I came from Dearborn, and then as it started shifting with the COVID and everything, I'm like, well, what am I going to do? And this angel came in and was like, well, can you get into this? So she got me going and everything. And I appreciate it because, I had to let go of that control, but I just wanted to thank each and every one of these ladies for believing in even being here. And I just want y'all to know that I appreciate you.
Yes, very good. So if y'all wanna, y'all can explore. So we have our doors open too, so you can check out our offices and our space and go ahead and enjoy some food.
And my office is clean now, so I'm opening the door.